Morning students, welcome back to the online classes. Today we'll move to the last part of the central government, judiciary. I think if you remember the first class, we divided our government into three parts: the executive, legislative and judiciary. So executive and legislature, the two parts will join together and work in the Indian Constitution. Judiciary, I said already, it's an independent way. So in the judiciary side, there is no interference from the executive and the legislature side. So independently it acts and it controls all the rules and regulations of the Constitution. Okay, so this judiciary, it's very healthy one for the smooth and better administration of a country. Okay, executive and legislature is function smoothly now because judiciary it helps to run the government in a smooth manner. Okay, so we'll see about judiciary. So in the judiciary part, you see the whole nation's rules and regulations, especially law and order and everything, it's combinedly, it's written. So our constitution is a written constitution, isn't it? So the lengthiest constitution in the world, and it's a written constitution. In the part of judiciary, you see the law and everything, it fixed. It's the same for whole nations. So the judiciary part, Supreme Court is the highest court of India. So Supreme Court is the highest court of India. There is no court, it's more than the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the highest court. So what does it mean? Supreme Court is the highest court. Now Supreme Court is controlled all other courts of the country. Okay, so we know very well Supreme Court, High Court, in district wise there were plenty of courts, subordinate courts, plenty of this. All the courts, it's maintained and controlled by the Supreme Court. Okay, so what is the rules and regulations of the Supreme Court? Same thing applied for High Court and same thing applied for in the local courts also. Okay, so this part is very important for our country's smooth administration. Okay, we'll come to the important part, Supreme Court. When was the Supreme Court started? Which means the idea, it's already emerged in 1935. The year of 1935 was the Government of India Act. Government of India Act of 1935 announced the starting of a Supreme Court, which is established after our freedom. Especially January 26, 1950, we know very well, that is, country become republic. So next 2 days, that is the January 28. Okay, so January 28, 1950, the Supreme Court started in India at where? New Delhi. In New Delhi, that's a Supreme Court started. Okay, so normally in 1935 or starting of the time, you see there is a limited number of judges. Even in the time of 28 January 1950, there are only 8 judges including the Chief Justice. Okay, but now you see 28 judges will be there in the Supreme Court. 28 judges including the Chief Justice. So what is the Chief Justice? Now, Chief Justice is head of all other judges of the Supreme Court. Okay, so which means 27 plus 1. This one only we called as a Chief Justice. The Chief Justice only appointed the President of India, and the President of India appointed the Chief Justice, and President of India only appointed all other judges of the Supreme Court. Okay, so this is the composition of the Supreme Court. Next appointment. Who appointed as a Chief Justice of India or the other judges of Supreme Court. Now, the main qualification we know very well, he must be a citizen of India, and then it's a law matter. So the person, at least he worked as a judge in the High Court. How many years? No, 5 years. Minimum 5 years. The person should work as a judge, or else he worked as an advocate in 10 years. Okay, in a High Court, not in a Supreme Court. It's an eligible thing. It's in the High Court. He worked as an advocate for 10 years now, so he can be eligible to elect as a Supreme Court judge. Okay, so who elected and who has the right to elect these persons now? That is the important function of the president. Okay, president only choose the person as a jurisdiction matter, decisions and everything. It belongs to the president. So president has a power to elect the person as a Chief Justice or judges of the Supreme Court. Okay, qualifications. So normally the same thing we saw in the appointment. President appointed the Chief Justice, and the main qualification that already we saw, he must be a citizen of India, work as a judge in the High Court for 5 years, or else, one more thing, worked as a advocate in the High Court for 10 years, or else, or else, the President has a right to elect the person as a justice, Chief Justice, or a judges of the Supreme Court. Okay, so this is the main important things of the Supreme Court. Okay, and powers. Here there are some important things. Powers and functions of the Supreme Court. Judicial function. Now we are going to see the judicial functions. In the judicial function, you can see original jurisdiction, applied jurisdiction, advisory jurisdiction, miscellaneous jurisdiction. 4 types of jurisdictions will be there. What is original jurisdiction? Original jurisdiction means the case directly comes to the Supreme Court with the first instance. Can you understand? The case directly comes to the Supreme Court. How, sir? Something has happened in one area or one part of the country. The case directly taken by the Supreme Court. It's possible? No, it's not possible. Then some type of cases directly filed in the Supreme Court. What type of cases? The cases mainly, you see the problem between the 2 states. Can you understand? Problem between the 2 states, or else the boundaries problem. Okay, the boundaries problem of the state. Now, the problem between the 2 states now, if the case filed in the High Court now, in which state it applied? Either it applied in one state to another state. Now, surely maybe the jurisdiction or a judgment based on the side of anyone. So there is no possibility to file the case in the High Court. The case is directly filed in the Supreme Court. So this is called as original jurisdiction. Okay, normally the original jurisdiction part, we know very well our constitution it provides plenty of rights for the people. Even we can directly approach the Supreme Court and to file some type of cases that called as a writ. W-R-I-T. What is a writ? Writ is an order or command. It is issued by the Supreme Court. Underwriting it C. Can you understand, student? It is an order or command issued by the Supreme Court or High Court directly to the respective department. Okay, so 5 types of writs will be there. Normally habeas corpus, mandamus, quo warranto, certiorari, and prohibition. So these type of 5 writs can be, it's given more power to the individuals, the peoples. The people can directly approach the Supreme Court and they can get the correct solution. Okay, that may be possible in the original jurisdiction. Okay, next one, applied jurisdiction. The case directly filed in the Supreme Court, that is original jurisdiction. Then what may be the update? The case not directly filed in the Supreme Court, from lower court, the case it's brought to the Supreme Court. For example, High Court to Supreme Court. Okay, against the jurisdiction of High Court, the case filed in the Supreme Court. Now that called as appellate jurisdiction. It's possible? Yes, it's possible. Now, in the lower court, in the district court, the judgment is given. Against the judgment, they file the case in the High Court. Okay, what is called? It's called as appellate jurisdiction of High Court. Now, from High Court to Supreme Court, it passed. So, this is the appellate jurisdiction of Supreme Court. It's very easy. Original jurisdiction means the case directly filed in Supreme Court. Appellate jurisdiction means the case from High Court, it passed to Supreme Court. Here, what is an important thing? They need a High Court certificate. Against the judgment, they file the case. So, High Court certificate is very important or necessary for this. Okay. Next, you see advisory. Advisory jurisdiction. We already saw the power of the president time. He has a power called as power of pardon. What we saw in the power of pardon, he can give some excuses for the offenders. Even the higher level of punishment or capital punishment can be reduced or removed. Okay, so that time president is not answerable person to any court, even in the Supreme Court. We saw no. So the president also has a power here. He has a what is it? The advising position of the judiciary. So some exceptions will be there. So president also has some power in the judiciary by in the commander advisory jurisdiction, miscellaneous jurisdiction. So Supreme Court is the highest court, and Supreme Court controlled all the court that we saw already. So now the format, the procedure and everything decided by the Supreme Court. Now in the lower part of our country, any one small court is running now, that is the rules and regulations of the Supreme Court. What they prescribed, all other courts of India follow the same thing. Now they can change any law or else any rules and regulations. Supreme Court can change this. Yes, can change. And they change and everybody must follow the change. Can you understand? So this part will come under the miscellaneous. Okay students, and finally called as judicial review. So this is something quite interesting. You see there is a law or else the bill become an act now. That is the duty of the parliament. Now parliament can announce or else to introduce any act or any changes. Isn't it? Sometimes it's not good for the people. The people thought it's not a good one. That time the court itself is taking as a serious matter and to review that, which means maybe to cancel. The order of the parliament can be cancelled by the Supreme Court, that called as judicial review. For your better understanding, if any act introduced by the government, the changes now you see from the bill from the respective minister passed to getting the approval from the president to Lok Sabha to Rajya Sabha. If all of them approved, it became an act. Now it came to act. But Supreme Court thought this is not a good one for the people. Now they can cancel the act. That called as judicial review. Okay students, so these are all the important powers and functions of the Supreme Court. Okay, so in judiciary part, we saw the importance of Supreme Court, composition, appointment, qualifications, powers and functions, especially the original jurisdiction. Original jurisdiction, we saw 5 important writs. What is a writ? It is a command or order issued by the Supreme Court under its seal. Okay, so the important thing like habeas corpus, mandamus, security, quo warranto, or prohibition. These 5 types of writs can be given to the people to get the proper solution. Okay, and then appellate jurisdiction from lower court to higher court. What is it? The high court to Supreme Court it passed. That's appellate jurisdiction, advisory, president influence, and miscellaneous. The whole nation's the judiciary matter, it belongs to the Supreme Court. And judicial review, they can review the order of the Parliament. So these are the important things. And about the original jurisdiction, 5 type of writs that we are going to see briefly in upcoming classes. Okay, we have separate topics about writs that we are going to see later. Okay, so can you understand, students? So this is about our central government. So this is very important lesson. That's why we gave more seriousness to this unit. Okay, so we'll move to the next unit tomorrow. Okay, thank you.